My name is Sherry Johannes, and you're at Dog Pack Rescue. We got started in 2004 when I moved out here from the city. What happened was there's a long logging road by our house and people throw out dogs, which I'd never seen before. I mean, they literally come out here and dump them out of their car and drive off. So little by little, I started taking in these dogs and just doing it myself, not adopting them out. You know, we gave as many as we could to our friends and things like that. But pretty soon I ended up with 20 dogs. And we started volunteering with the Humane Society up at Animal Control because no one wanted to do that. And then once I was there, that was the end, because at that time Floyd County was killing 95% or more because no one was adopting and no one was rescuing. And that's kind of how we got started. We started working with Scotty at Animal Control, and he said, you know, you guys ought to get your license. You have a great setup, you have a lot of room, and that kind of snowballed into what is now today Dog Pack. Dog Pack is a 501c3 charity, which means anyone who donates to us can take that as a tax write-off. And we've had our 501c3 since September 28th, 04. Don't take a shot at me. We're the largest rescue in Northwest Georgia. There's a small one up in Calhoun. There's the Rome Floyd Humane Society, but they don't really take in dogs, mostly cats. And then Bartow County has the Etowah Valley Humane Society, but we are the largest private rescue. To go to adoptions, we put all the dogs up in the top, and then underneath we have all the cages. And we go to PetSmart, area PetSmarts, and adopt out the dogs. We do about 20 a week. So that means we take in and move out around 20 animals every week. Most of our animals come from death row because it's not their fault. A lot of people just turn them in, and so we go and pull the most adoptable ones, and some hard luck cases, and we take them in and get them vetted and all that. So we're focused on Northwest Georgia.
Dog Pack comes at least once to twice a week, and they pull probably 200 to 300 animals a year, and we try to help them out as much as they help us out, because they help us out a great deal with taking some of these animals off our hands. The more they take off of our hands, the more resources we can save, and the more effort we can put in to saving other animals too.
Online. A lot of them are done online, even though we go to PetSmart. Most people are picking up their dog because they've already applied online. Because we have adoption guidelines. We always want our dog back, and they're all microchipped so that they don't accidentally end up being euthanized. Typically, we adopt a dog out for $150 or $175. Females are more expensive than males to fix, depending on how many vaccines they need. Some dogs need multiple. They all need rabies. Our cost is, in heartworm test, our cost is probably around between $125 and $150. And that doesn't account for the fact we had to drive back and forth. Flea control, if they stay here more than a month, we have to give them heartworm preventative. We have to pay people to come out because we don't have enough volunteers, and the volunteers don't want to do the dirty work. They want to come out and bathe the dogs and play with the dogs, but they don't really want to pick up garbage or anything else. There's 5 acres here. We do have some dogs that live here like a sanctuary. A lot of the lifers, they don't like the other dogs getting near them, and they live up in that corner. We keep them current on shots, and they're fixed, and we throw them a heart guard every month, but they're just happy living, and they're really like outdoor dogs that are afraid of people. But they don't bother anyone, so we just let them stay.
How many permanent dogs do you have here?
Probably 30. Which is nothing compared to the 190 we have here, including those 30 right now. We have 2 full-time people right now, and then I'm, of course, full-time. And I live here, so I never get a day off. I get to work.
Do you sleep with any barking?
Yeah, no, I sleep. I wear gun muffs. I'm serious. You know, like if you're at the shooting range. And that can out there is full of dog food. We get donated prescription dog food. Not a lot of cans, so we have people usually donate that. We'll put up a sign at PetSmart. And we get a lot of prescription foods donated, which we need for certain ailments. We get it all from PetSmart. Occasionally they have issues, like they've moved warehouses, and just recently they sent all the food to Texas, so right now we need food. What we're doing with the money for Paws for Claws is we're going to do a major build out. You can see the stainless steel cages back here that were donated. They came from animal research facilities. They used to house monkeys, but they're worth a lot of money. So we're doing a build out in the rest of this building, and we're going to use those. They'll be all up against the wall, so that'll be done with the money. And we're laying concrete to get the pens off the ground, and we're going to put like a pole barn so we don't have to do the tarps.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to run electricity so we can do ceiling fans and heat. Because after 4 years on the ground, I mean, this has been working, but it's costly and it's labor intensive to lay wood chips and. I think one of the real issues, especially in more rural areas, you know, not like Atlanta, but like Cartersville and Rome and those areas, is education. That the people who grew up on farms think of animals as livestock, and so they're not making them a part of their family. They're just, you know, the cattle dogs work the cattle type of deal. People need to know that we need vaccines. There's still diseases around that could be eradicated if people would vaccinate their dogs. They don't know about heartworm preventative. I mean, that's a disease that's easily preventable if they would just learn about those things. And they have got to spay neuter. I mean, we're one of the few states that doesn't, I mean, you don't have to spay neuter. You can have all the puppies you want. And they don't want to pay They don't think of the animal as part of the family, and they don't care about them enough to take them and make sure they're healthy and get them spayed or neutered. And until the people start spaying and neutering and taking responsibility for their pets, we're never going to get to zero. We're a private rescue, which means we're run by a closely held board of directors. When you talk about county animal facilities, they're funded by tax money, so they have a budget and they are paid to house animals. The problem is that they don't get anything for finding the animals home, so it's nothing to them if they just put them all down. Many humane societies they do kill, and for room or, temperament and illness. At some point, we're fortunate because we can keep the lifers here. We have room and they just live out their life. But most private institutions, they have a time limit. We don't have a lot of money, so we need some people that really want to come out and get dirty and come help with the dogs. We also need more skilled people that take pictures, people that can do video and upload it, people that can do like viral marketing. I mean, I think if we did some YouTube type of stuff, it might help. I just don't have a lot of time for that. We could use people to do web design and uploading dogs, things of that nature, people to go do fundraising stuff, just awareness, to go to the Berry College Pet Day and hand out brochures, to put things up in colleges or what have you, so that we can get some more PR. And that doesn't mean we want everybody's dog. It means we want to, make everyone aware of education, the services that are offered, because there is low-cost spay-neuter and people don't know about it. By the more people we get supporting us, the more successful we'll be. Sorry about that. Cut.